Hey everybody, I'm your produce guy, and today I've got a great holiday recipe for you. Using some fresh cranberries, we're going to make a cranberry salsa that you can put out on the table, on your Thanksgiving table, or just serve to your guests at any holiday gathering here. It's got great holiday flavor and color. It's a wonderful recipe. So let's get started with it. Okay, we're going to start out for our recipe with 1 bag of cranberries. That's about 4 cups approximately. Now, you could chop these by hand, but that would be way tedious. You could also put them in your food processor, and that is a great way to chop them up. Mince them up is really what we need to do here for the salsa. But what I'm going to use today is just a blender, and we're going to blend this. Well, not really blend it. We're just going to use the blender to chop it up. So I'm going to do it in small batches, about a cup at a time. So about 1/4 of my bowl here. There we go. And I'm just going to pulse on this so that it chops it up. We don't want to juice it or pulverize it or anything. So here we go. In order to get those out of there, rather than try and scooping them out, I'm going to take them over to the sink and we're just going to rinse this out. I've got a strainer over here at the sink, and just a kitchen strainer there, and we'll get some water in here in the blender and pour that out. Get the last of that. There we go. We'll just leave these here to dry. We'll process the rest of the cranberries, and then once they've drained, we'll go ahead and put the rest of our recipe together. So let me get after these. Okay, we've got our cranberries all ready, drained, and set to go. So I'm going to assemble the recipe here now. First thing is I'm going to add the sugar. Now we have here 3/4 cup of sugar. Seems like a lot of sugar to go in here, and well, maybe it is, but these cranberries are really tart, really have a sour taste to them. So in order to make those go the way we would like, I'm going to add that sugar. Now, if I were preparing this at home, like you will be, what I would do at this point is I would let the sugar and the cranberries just kind of set for a little bit. You can do that at home. The sugar will get into the cranberries, but we're going to go ahead and put the rest of this together right now. So my next ingredient is 1 Granny Smith apple that has been chopped up. Next, I've got some onion. This is a red onion that I've chopped up here. I like red onions for fresh applications like this. Then I've got 1/2 of a red bell pepper. You can see with the green apple and all the reds from the cranberry and the pepper, really festive colors. Alrighty, now I've got an entire jalapeno that's had the membranes and the seeds all removed and been chopped up. I've got some cilantro, about 3 tablespoons of cilantro that's been chopped up. Love cilantro, salsas like this. Then I've got about 3 tablespoons here of apple juice. And if you don't have apple juice ready-made at home, what you can do is frozen apple juice is a 3-to-1 dilution. And so you go ahead and take a heaping, and I mean heaping, tablespoon of apple juice concentrate, and then just mix it with apple juice until you get, or pardon me, mix it with water to create the reconstituted apple juice. And our final ingredient here is some lime zest, which I've taken my cheese grater and just grated the skin of that lime. Got that in there. Now this recipe does not have any salt in it. Depending on your taste, you may want to add some salt, but the recipe doesn't call for it. So there we are. That's our cranberry salsa that we can throw out on the table and eat with some chips. Put on our Thanksgiving table and use it as a relish with our turkey and the rest of our dinner. And let me tell you, this stuff is really good. It's going to rock your holiday. Well, that's it. Simple as can be and delicious as you can imagine. Now, if you want to be the person who's bringing the new dish that people haven't tried before to your family gatherings or your office party, this is the one to try. It's a unique use of cranberries, different from the traditional holiday applications. So, I've also, if you're interested in the recipe, I have posted it down in the description. So you can get the recipe there. Now, if you know anyone of your friends who'd be interested in a recipe like this, anybody maybe that eats during the holidays, you might want to copy the URL up above and email that out to your friends. Now, if you have friends who aren't YouTube savvy, you can let them know to check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/YourProduceGuy. And thank you to everyone who's been recommending our page to all their friends. Thank you so much for subscribing. Your comments are always appreciated. And thank you to those who've been boxing us on your channels. I'm your Produce Guy, and as always, fresh is best.